The Bill of Rights are the original first 10 amendments to the Constitution. This common law document reflects our inherent God-given rights as natural human beings. Knowing and invoking these rights will protect and maintain structural integrity of the land of the free. I will now briefly explain each right in a simple manner where you can begin recalling and exercising your rights when they're being violated. Number 1, freedom of speech, association, religion, press, and assembly, and the right to petition government. This ensures freedom of thought, allowing one to grow in whichever direction one feels called towards with full freedom to do so. The reason why this amendment is continually violated with no consequences, such as after 2020 with all the banning and censorship, is because the corporatized world operates under corporate jurisdiction, as do 14th Amendment U.S. citizens. Law of the water. The Constitution is a common law document operating under common law jurisdiction. Law of the land. The Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. This ensures 1, the right to protect themselves and their property against any intrusion. Number 3, quartering. Ensures that we never have to house soldiers in our homes. This was law back in England. The Fourth Amendment, right of search and seizure. This amendment prevents police from being able to enter one's home without a warrant. Remember, in order for a warrant to be valid, it must be signed by a judge. Make sure to confirm that signature of the name of the judge in the district that the warrant was served in. An example of this violation taking place is at the airport. By law, unless there is credible evidence, no officer can open and search your bag. Why? Because this is your private property. Other violations include government tracking of cell phones. Thank you, Snowden, for confirming this. The Fifth Amendment, due process. You are not required to testify if doing so could lead to self-incrimination. This is why we always hear people saying, I plead the Fifth, I plead the Fifth. The Sixth Amendment, the right to a fair tribunal and legal representation, ensures that if you are accused of a crime, you are entitled to a prompt and public hearing before an impartial jury. You also have the right to legal counsel and the option to testify in your defense. This safeguard is crucial in preventing indefinite imprisonment and ensuring the prosecution does not cause unnecessary delays in the legal process. Seventh Amendment, the right to a trial by jury, allows 12 impartial peers to determine one's innocence, rather than leaving the decision solely to a judge. The Eighth Amendment prohibits cruel and unusual punishment and the right to bail. The Ninth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution affirms that listing specific rights in the Constitution does not limit or dismiss other rights held by the people. It was included to protect individual freedoms beyond those explicitly mentioned in the Bill of Rights. Very powerful. The 10th Amendment. The federal government possesses only the powers granted to it by the Constitution, while all other powers, unless restricted by the Constitution, are reserved for the states or the people. Any amendment after these 10 are to be consented to before having taken effect. The following amendments are only mandatory to 14th Amendment citizens and not state citizens, such as the 16th Amendment, which is about federal taxation, or as I like to call it, extortion. The 14th Amendment is what created the federal U.S. citizen, which is a completely different political status from the common law, we the people. One is a legal entity, the other one is a living flesh and blood human being, both operating in different jurisdictions, one on land jurisdiction, the other on water jurisdiction, also known as maritime, UCC, commercial law. This is all about taxes, fines, fees, business. That's why 14th Amendment citizens don't have constitutional rights. They're violated all the time and they don't understand why. It's exactly why, it's all legal. Check out my video on democracy and why it's actually a flawed government system. Our country was built as a beloved republic where all rights are ensured, period, the end. Remember, a sovereign's rights come directly from God, the divine, not from a government system. We are living men and women, and we are the creators of government. A creation can never supersede its creator. If you want to learn more about what becoming self-governed, correcting your political status, and tax exemption, or learn from my Sovereign playlist, you can watch the videos that will populate here and linked in the description. May God bless you all and our beloved republic. Until the next video.